And hello YouTube, this is Dragonclaw here, the water type gym leader over at rPokemonLeagueDS. It's been a little while since my last battle, and just had a bit of a dry spell lately. Challengers picking up on me and whatnot. I ended up losing a lot lately, but ended up having a good match anyway. This is Tone21, and it was actually a really good match. Had a lot of fun with it. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. So let's see, starts off with his Starmie. Going to good old Riptide here. I just want to see what he's going to do. So I go for the Protect. I'm not sure whether this guy is Scarfed or whatever. So I wasn't sure if I could outspeed him even after a single boost. So I go ahead and switch into my Lantern, expecting the Thunderbolt to happen again. So I get a free switch in. At this point he withdraws, so right now I'm assuming it is indeed a choice because he just switched straight out. But at the same time, I have been walling Starmies with Lantern before, so it could just be that it doesn't have any other moves. So anyway, there's no way I can take this Ferrothorn. So I go ahead and switch into my Aries right here, who is my perfect Ferrothorn counter. Predicting the switch, I went for the Quiver Dance. And he sends out his Swampert, which is a perfect counter to my Volcarona, completely resisting fire moves. But I do have a Quiver Dance up. It is in the rain, so I go ahead and go for the Hurricane. He does set up his Stealth Rocks though, so right now I'm kind of like, crap, Stealth Rocks, because his Ferrothorn is still safe, and I'm definitely going to need Volcarona later in order to take care of that Ferrothorn. I go for the Hurricane again, just because I know it would kill him, and because I'm pretty sure there's no one on his team who fully resists Hurricane. And it doesn't kill this guy. I was really torn on this one. I really wanted to stay in and get rid of this thing, but at the same time, if this guy was Scarfed, I'm not sure if he could outspeed him. I go into my Marshall Quagsire here, who is my physical wall, is able to pretty much wall these guys. I go for the Scald because I knew it would kill the Terrakion. But really my goal was to try and get rid of this dang Ferrothorn, because if you guys have seen my other videos, you know how much trouble I have with Ferrothorns. It's completely ridiculous. And of course, I can't switch into my Volcarona with Stealth Rocks in there, so that's what the Rapid Spin is for. I do get pretty lucky though with missing the Power Whips, but at the same time, it is a neutral attack on a Tentacruel, being part poison and whatnot. So here I am expecting the Power Whip again, but he goes for a Leech Seed. I guess he expected the switch. So now he withdraws again, probably expecting me to just hit him with a fire attack. But I do try to go for the Quiver Dance again. Now here's where I'm torn again. I do have Bug Buzz on Volcarona, and it could probably take out this Starmie in one hit. In fact, I'm almost positive. but I still think at this point that it's probably a Scarfed Starmie. And I'm just not, I know Starmies are ridiculously fast. So, I just switch out. I go for my Lantern again, because I know these guys can completely wall Starmies. I know that from experience. But here I see it lost HP, so now I know it's holding a Life Orb. I just go ahead and set up my Rain Dance again, because my team operates best under the rain. And I knew I was going to get a free switch out of that. So now here's where I'm have a little trouble, because Electivire, freaking electric types. Of course, I'm on a electric team, but I'm on a water team, and electric is bad. But I was expecting an Earthquake to hit my Lantern, so I switched into Marshall here. And now here's where that Earthquake did way too much than I'm comfortable for. So he sees that I would be able to recover off more health than I'm doing, so it would be a pretty fruitless effort. I was kind of expecting a switch though, so I went for a Toxic, but of course he switches into this damn Ferrothorn again, so of course I can't whittle it down with a Toxic. So really, I just keep trying to send in Volcarona to counter this damn thing. And of course he withdraws again. Can't take the Fire type attack. This time I just went straight for the Fire attack though, because I was thinking, it's like, okay, it's my third time. Every single time I've just went straight for the Quiver Dance knowing that he'd switch. So maybe I kind of out-predicted there, and was thinking that he was going to think that, it's like, oh, he's just going to use Quiver Dance again and try to attack me or something and stay in. But alas, he did exactly what he probably should have done, so I definitely over-predicted there. And back into the Electivire, back into switching into Marshall to take the Earthquake. And I live. Woo! And so I get the recover off once again. And Marshall here has his HP is one of his main selling points. At this point, I think he just wants my guy to go down, which I would completely see from his point of view, because we're going into this loop now where he sends in Ferrothorn, I send in Volcarona, he switches to something else, and then I switch in so it's this giant cycle right now. And of course, nothing I have can even touch this Ferrothorn except for my Volcarona. And I've been considering for a really long time that I should have had my Tentacruel have Toxic Ooze, no, what is that? It's a Liquid Ooze, that's what it is. And so if you guys know what that is, it's when anyone tries to absorb your health, they end up losing health. So that works for Leech Seed as well. And so that would make my Tentacruel an amazing Ferrothorn counter, because a lot of them rely on Leech Seed in order to function. Okay, now see, here's where I was conflicted. He has a set of spikes up, so I was sitting here thinking, okay, I'll throw my Toxic Spikes out there so because of all the switches he's doing, it would probably help me a lot. And so now here's where my master plan kind of tries to come in. So I send in my Volcarona to scare away the Ferrothorn, which it works again. Then he goes into Starmie, so I'm like, ooh. So he did get poisoned though, so it's a very good thing. Here's where I should have gone for the Quiver Dance though. I over-predicted the switch again. And if I would have done a Quiver Dance, I know for sure I probably could have outsped this thing. But I know he's just going to go straight for a Surf, so I'm going to switch. But then, bam, he's got Rapid Spin on this Starmie, and I'm like, crap. So there, now my Tentacruel's done. My toxic spikes are gone. And so, it's really, I just did not see that coming, to be honest, and it really hurt this match. And so now my Tentacruel's down. I have no more people that can rapid spin. And so, I figure I need Volcarona out here. Oh, and by the way, Volcarona has Flame Body, which has a 30% chance of burning someone if they make a physical move, plus the Scald that I've been using on this Ferrothorn. I don't know how many chances this Ferrothorn had to get burned, but it just never got burned. Which would have really helped me, because then I could at least wither it down a little bit. Because once this Ferrothorn is done, then I'm screwed. So, now I'm thinking I can survive one more Spikes when I switch in with Aries. So, I switch out one more time, go back into Karis, who can wall this Starmie like no one's business. And that did a little too much than I wanted. He still withdraws. I think I go for the Rain Dance here again. Oh, no, this was a huge mistake on my part. I was thinking that he would try and kill me again and that I could survive. And I just went for the Thunder, thinking, okay, I have to get rid of this Starmie. And of course, I end up motor driving his Electivire, which was an excellent, I don't know if it was a prediction on his part, or if it was just a smart switch, but that was incredibly frustrating. But he knows that he can't handle Quagsire here. Go for the Toxic. Of course, it doesn't work. Switch back into Volcarona. And it can handle one more Spikes. And really, I was hoping this would miss, or maybe he would at least burn himself or something. But alas, he ends up unscathed. So now my only counter to Ferrothorn is gone. And so here is where I got, okay, it's all or nothing at this point. I go for my Shell Smash after taking Spikes damage. Maybe he would try a Leech Seed. Maybe his Power Whip would miss, because I do have a Focus Sash, so perhaps I should have gone for the White Herb in some cases, but that Focus Sash just comes in handy way too often. And he hits me, and my Cloyster goes down, which probably would have been my best shot to take this guy out after Volcarona. So now I go back into Marshall, and I know I can take physical moves, but I'm sitting here thinking, okay, Scald, if I can burn him, maybe I can survive a Power Whip. But of course it doesn't get burned again, but I do miss it, so that's lucky. But okay, one more shot. Maybe the hacks will be in my favor this time. And still nothing. So I don't know if you guys are keeping track at home, but that's something like 6 or 7 times where this guy could have gotten burned with a 30% chance and nothing. So now, I'm not quite sure what I was going for with Riptide here. I don't have very many options at this point. Maybe I was trying to just wear down his Power Whips. It's can't quite recall how many PP that has. It's something like 8 maybe. But this is with my physical moves and Ferrothorn's amazing physical defense. There's nothing I can really do against this thing. So another Power Whip, and of course my Glass Cannon Riptide here goes down. And there we go. Another loss for the Water Gym, unfortunately, but that was a pretty good battle. Congratulations to Tone21, you've earned the Cove Badge. It was pretty fun, I'll admit. Anyway, if anyone out there wants to challenge either me or the other gym leaders, feel free to drop on by our Pokemon League DS. I'll be waiting for you. Have a good time. See you guys.